Hello and welcome to the official MTG Arena YouTube channel. Today I have the honor and privilege to be featured among all these other amazing content creators on the channel and to bring you some sweet Explorer best of 3 content. If you don't know me, my name is Arne. I've won the Kaldheim Championship and participated in the Magic Pro League in the past. Nowadays I focus mostly on doing constructed content. I absolutely love the metagaming, I love deck building, tuning, and figuring out what cards attack the format best. But enough about me, let's jump into the deck tech. Today we're playing Grixis Bolas in Explorer. Explorer is a format I've played a ton lately. It's dominated by fast, aggressive decks like Mono White Humans and Spirits, all those decks, Angels, Snowfing. Then we have the mid-range decks, Rakdos mid-range being the big one there. We have these Karuga Fires, go a little bit bigger with Fires of Invention decks. We have Blue-White Control, and we have the new top dog in the format since Nyctos came out last month, Mono Green Devotion. So, Grixis Bolas, where does this deck come in? Essentially what I'm doing here is I'm taking the best parts from Rakdos midrange, which is maybe the best deck in the format, I mean it's up to debate for sure, and I'm mixing it up with some extra power level. And a lot of fun, to be fair, because who doesn't like to play Nicol Bolas Dragon God? I mean, this card, when I first saw it I was like, oh yeah, I want to play with it. The mana requirements obviously made it hard, even to have it cast in standard. But now in Explorer, it's time again to put this thing on the battlefield, even on turn 4 with our favorite card, right? Everybody's favorite, Fable of the Murbrick. Can't get enough of that one, can we? Yeah, anyhow, Nicol Bolas, +1, you draw a card, and the opponent has to exile a card from their hand or a permanent they control, so that alone is a 2-for-1 at the +1 level, which is pretty cool. It also has all the abilities of all other planeswalkers on the battlefield, which comes up with the card we're going to talk about next. And -3, destroy target creature or planeswalker, because why not? Comes down, kills that Shieldred, kills that 5/6 Cavalier of Thorns, whatever it may be, just gets rid of it. But really the +1 is where it's at. You want to control the board, discard the opponent, play a Bonecrusher Giant, have Fatal Push to interact, and then you drop a Nicol Bolas and start +1ing and really grind down the resources your opponent has. So that's where this card comes in. And the card I'm going to talk about next, Nicol Bolas. Yes! We can just double the trouble, huh? Nicol Bolas the Ravager is also in here. 4 mana 4/4, enters the battlefield, discards a card, and then, pretty good already, but hey, why not pay 7 mana in the late game? And you will have an even more powerful Nicol Bolas Planeswalkers, drawing you 2 cards for +2. Why not? 10 damage to a creature or Planeswalker. For -3, -4, you return a creature or planeswalker, so you can return your own Nicol Bolas Dragon God if it got killed into play. And you can also steal like a Titan of Industry if you play against, I don't know, a Transmogrified Titan deck, whatever it may be. You can take things from your opponent's graveyard, you can take things from your graveyard. Card is absolutely insane and just lovely to play with, trust me. And not only that, we also play Corpse Appraiser. Rakdos midrange usually plays Graveyard Trespasser in the slot to attack the graveyard and have that, you know, life gain, threat, what, discard a card is nice. But Corpse Appraiser is, I think, just a much better card. You see that in Standard. In Standard, we don't see much Graveyard Trespasser. We see Grixis midrange dominating and 4 Corpse Appraisers always in there. It's a lock. And we're just gonna copy that successful recipe and put it in Explorer, and I'll show you why during the gameplay videos. Yeah, I mean, this card, excellent. Exiles a graveyard 2, messes with the opponent there, and then finds you an extra cards, finds you your Bolases, finds you your lands, whatever you may need. Nails your Croxa, for example. That's also a nice, neat little interaction. And of course, we have Reflection of Kiki-Jiki, which we can copy the Corpse Appraiser with to really grind out that sweet, sweet value. And Blood Type Harvester, we're talking about Standard. Is this a Standard deck? It's not, but yeah, we have a lot of Standard cards in here, and Blood Type Harvester just being this excellent, flexible card, aggressively slanted 2-drop, that can also be a removal against a Talia or whatever your opponent may bring to the board. And you also have a blood token, so in the late game, if you're flooding out, if you're drawing a Thoughtseize while the opponent is empty-handed, hey, just discard it. And yeah, this card is just all around super rock solid. Bonecrusher Giant, one of the best red cards printed in the last, I don't know, decade maybe. This is just the rate on this thing. You have a removal spell, you have a good creature. It just does it all. Mostly every red deck plays Bone Crusher Giant in this format, and for a reason. Hardest Act is my removal of choice. You can play other ones, Power Word Kill, Go for the Throat, Infernal Grasp. They all have their ups and downsides. I believe right now, as the format is, Hardest Act is the best choice of all of them. I'm supplementing the Hardest Act with an Obliterating Bolt. Deals with Planeswalkers, and one of the most annoying threats for this deck, Old Growth Troll. That thing you really don't want to destroy with a normal removal spell, you want to exile it, and Obliterating Bolt, absolutely perfect, doing exactly that. Fatal Push, Thoughtseize, we don't have to talk much about these, those are some of the best efficient cards in the history of Magic. Eternally, they see a lot of play. Fatal Push, efficiency, amazing, with blood tokens to sacrifice, treasure tokens to sacrifice, you easily get rid of creatures that cost 2 or more, like 3 and 4. I mean, you can't get rid of 5s, right? But you know what I mean. Pretty good in this deck. Thoughtseize, we don't have to talk much about this one. It's amazing. 1 copy of Kalitas to supplement our threat base here at the top end. Kalitas has lifelink. I like to have a lifelink threat in my deck to against, I don't know, play against aggressive deck you're behind. Getting that lifelink creature out is nice. And Kalitas is the type of thing, if it sticks against any of the creature decks, you're gonna take over the game. Every removal spell will turn into a zombie for you as well. You can then pump the Kalitas, attack for even more lifelink by sacrificing the zombies. This card takes over games against Mono Green Devotion, takes over games against Rakdos Sacrifice, especially because they can't do the cat off and shenanigans anymore. Just a fantastic card. Alright, and in the mana base, I mean, we're playing Grixis, so we have a little bit less utility lands, but that's fine. We have the extra power level, and this is also what I want to accomplish with this deck. I want to go a little bit bigger than the normal Rakdos midrange to beat that matchup. Usually, when you have Rakdos facing against Rakdos, it's just a head-on-head. There's nobody really getting ahead. Yeah, I mean, maybe you're on the play, you have a better draw, da-da-da-da. If you want to be that type of midrange player, and you want to go and beat the other people, the other midrange players, what you usually want to do is you want to go slightly bigger. Go a little bit bigger, and then you still can fiddle with them in the early game, but because you have that bigger late game, you're going to outgrind them in the late game, and that's all that matters, and that's what we're trying to accomplish here. Nicol Bolas also gives a totally different angle in a lot of different matchups. So, for example, the Fires of Invention decks, they might have trouble with the Planeswalker all of a sudden. They can easily deal with the creature base that this deck provides, but not with Nicol Bolas all of a sudden. Same with a blue-white control deck. If you get a Nicol Bolas down against them, yeah, just kill a Teferi, Hero of the Dominaria, for example. Thoughtseize your way through. Works wonders. So, this will improve certain matchups. It's a little experimental. It's not quite as consistent as Rakdos midrange, but the power is there. And trust me, the fun is there too. You don't want to miss out on the gameplay videos. On the gameplay part, I mean. Sideboard, we can talk about this real quick. Normally, as you interaction against go bigger decks, this type of archetype plays the rest, but because we have blue now, we can try out things like Spell Pierce, cheap counterspell, counters that Fires of Invention, counters Teferi, whatever it may be, and also Disdainful Stroke. Excellent card against Mono Green Devotion, and also against the Fires decks again. 2 matchups where you struggle a little bit. The type of matchups, yeah, again, where Rakdos struggles is not the creature decks, right? The creature decks, you have a lot of removal, you kill all the creatures, you're gonna be fine. But the decks that go bigger, the Rampy decks, the combo decks, Fires of Invention style decks, and there, the Disdainful Stroke and Spell Pierce, I think, can do a lot of work. Rending Volley, amazing removal spell, comes in against a lot of decks, efficiency, fantastic. Abrade, flexible, removal, kills all these vehicles you have to clear out the way. Want to have that. Reckoner Bankbuster, usually a Rakdos sideboard tech these days. Also good in this deck, of course. We have lots of ways to crew the Bankbuster. Another card from Standard that is proven to be good even in older formats. So yeah, Reckoner Bankbuster comes in for the grindy matchups. Unlicensed Hearse, Graveyard Interaction, of course, can't miss without that. We have a Go Blank down here as well. And 3 Extinction Events. Extinction Event is not only a pretty good sweeper against, you know, any creature deck you're facing, may it be mono white humans, spirits, angels, whatever it may be, but it is also your best card against one of the top decks in the format, Mono Green Devotion. So that's why I have 3 copies in the sideboard. Okay, and with that, I hope you enjoyed this introduction. Let's get into the gameplay. See you there. Alright, well this looks like a generic Rakdos hand, doesn't it? But it is pretty good. We have 2 lands, we have Fatal Pushes, we have Thoughtseize, Fable, easy keep. We're playing against Katsubu CT on Yorion Sky Nomad. Okay, that could be tricky. Yorion Sky Nomad is not the matchup I necessarily want to face. Xana's launch turn 1. Ooh, what is this? I am intrigued already. I have no idea. Should we Thoughtseize turn 1 or should we wait? I think I like the Thoughtseize turn 1 because we can curve with the tapped land on turn 2, play another Thoughtseize. Okay, spicy. Bitter Reunion and Portable Hole. I'll take the Reunion. Oh, I have no clue what's going on. Let me think about this. What is this? It's a 5-color Yorion deck with Bitter Reunion. You want to give haste to something, yeah? Do I want to take out this Portable Hole? I think I just want to take the Yorion, honestly. If they Portable Hole my Goblin, a little annoying, but I can do that. Yeah, so they're gonna return the Yorion, that's nice. Let's play this on black. Nicol Bolas, the Dragon God, has a pretty harsh mana requirement. 3 black you need for that card, so that's where the mana base is built on away, and you gotta be aware to have 3 black at all times. Okay, Fire's Invention into Portable Hole. Okay, so the plan here is to just outgrind my opponent. A lot of lands, unfortunately. Let's get rid of a land and a Fatal Push. No frets. Where are my frets? I need my boluses. Okay, this might just be the Enigmatic Incarnation deck. Now that I see this Glasspool Mimic, that seems to make sense. Emptying their hand. We're both in top deck mode now. They have a Boseiju for my Fable. Oh, they drew a Fable of their own. Pretty good. Pretty good. Let's destroy the Goblin. And draw a Nicol Bolas off the top. Come on. Oh well. It's a Heartless Act. The Reflection of Kikijiki is gonna bite the dust. I will put a Water Grave into play. Okay. Well, this is the type of game that Rakdos, or Grixis, why do I always say Rakdos? Grixis wants to play. Oh, they discarded a Scarab God. Holy cow. Really? You didn't want to keep that in hand? Wow. So I could keep in lands in hand in case I draw Fable. I think that's the idea. I mean, 6 lands already plenty. Wow, they didn't want to keep the Scarab God in hand there? I think that's... I don't know about that. You have a Fire Dimension play. You just need to draw 1 land, you have Scarab God, easily taking over this game, no? Reanimating these things. No rush in destroying this Kiki. Ooh, yeah, let's go. That's the type of top deck I want. Because I could draw a Bone Crusher Giant, for example, here. So I don't want to use my art removal for the Kiki. Well, now I have to decide if I want to destroy the Kiki or play Fable. I think I'm going to get the Fable out. Risking that the opponent might find a thing they can copy. Okay. Well. Kenny in the house. Wow, that's actually pretty damn powerful. Glad I got rid of this Scarab God, because they could have reanimated that one. I will get rid of the Shaman. If they give haste, we have the opportunity to kill the Kenrith, which is huge. Heartless Act has the downside to not kill creatures with counters, and the Kenrith, for 2 mana, can actually put a counter on itself. And because my opponent tapped out of their mana here, we are in the spot to destroy this Kenrith. Oh my god, what is this? So many lands. Yikes. Okay. Well, you want to do it this way, I guess. I'll play another Grave, I guess. Hi. That is a lot of lands. Alright. As long as my Kiki and my Corpse Appraiser live, Okay. I can copy the Corpse Appraiser. Okay. Come on. Don't do it. Ah, damn it. Damn it, damn it, damn it. Okay. It's so nice that this 2-drop basically draws a card here, because I definitely don't need all these lands in hand. Could wait and then kill the Kiki. But waiting a turn on drawing a card, I have so many amazing draws here. Like this one, for example. I get rid of the Kenrith. Get out of here. Another one of those. Or Bone Crusher to get rid of the Kiki for good. I think I want to take the Corpse Appraiser. I mean, I've seen half my deck. 31 cards left in the deck. Should find a Nicol Bolas at this point, come on. Get rid of the Ziarian. Oh, to be fair, guys, actually, because I have Nicol Bolas the Ravager in my deck, maybe I don't want to get rid of the Ziarian. I was thinking get rid of the best creatures so they can't possibly reanimate them if they have an effect like that. But that's kind of unlikely. I wouldn't know they have an effect like that. Maybe Cruelty of Gix, I don't know. But I have my own Nicol Bolas the Ravager. I can reanimate their Yorion. I can flicker this board state. Look at this. If we flicker all these appraisers, that value. Oh, sweet value. Okay, we found the Nicol Bolas. We had 5 life. Opponents at 11. Facing 12 damage. They gotta do something here. They're deep in the tank. Shigeki cast. Does it cost double green? Ah, it costs double green, but they don't have that. That's unfortunate. We can return a creature. We can return a Bone Crusher or a Blood Type. But we don't have enough mana to do everything we want to be doing. So guess I'll play Bolas, destroy the Kiki. Actually. Yeah, I suppose why not? I could return the Bone Crusher, destroy the Kiki, and deploy a 4/3 to the battlefield. Is that better? It's worse against the Sweeper, but I don't think this deck plays Sweepers in the main deck. Yeah, I think I'm gonna go with that line actually. I still have the Bolas in hand for a bigger creature next turn if something comes at me. Oh, a Croxa. A Croxa, but I can't do both. Okay. Well, then let's destroy this Kiki. Attack for 12. They have to chump block. Because this is legendary, they can't copy it. Okay, they just concede. That's cool. Then I would have played a Bone Crusher, and even if they have something like a Cavalier of Flames, I can chump block it. But yeah, this looks to be a version of Enigmatic Incarnation that plays Bitter Reunion. So great to get this game won. Really good for us. Okay guys, best of 3. Magic means sideboarding. Fatal Push, not at its best here. Obliterating Bolt, definitely not good either. I want the counter spells. And Kalitas is a bit inefficient. I don't love the card. But looking at my sideboard, I don't have much else. Ragnar Bankbuster is decent. Works well with Disdain for Stroke. Keep up the Stroke. That's kind of nice. Could play Bowblank, could play another push. I think, just looking through that deck real quick. We also have Portable Hole, Shigeki. Let's just play one copy of a Braid. That gets rid of the Kiki if that becomes a problem. Gets rid of the Shigeki, gets rid of Portable Hole. Yeah, it hits a little thing here and there. And if it's bad, we can always discard cards in this deck via Fable, via Blood Type, harvest the tokens, so not a big deal to have a weaker card in your deck. On the draw, we're missing the 3rd land, but if I find it, it's really good. So I'm gonna keep this one. There's the Braid. That's Blood Crypt, Shark, Thoughtseize. Life total doesn't really matter for us usually in this matchup. Agent of Treachery in their hand. That's a really powerful card. Night of Autumn, huh? So that's 4/3. which we can just abrade. I think this is just easy Fable here. Hope to find some answer for the Yorion later on. Okay. Pass the turn. Oh no, they found a Fable. Dang it. But we have a Bone Crusher ready. No, I need to draw land, please. Ah, not good. We're gonna be okay if we draw land soon. Playing 26 of them. Ooh, a Moonblast Cleric, that's scary. Now they find themselves the Incarnation or Fires, we'll see. They found the Incarnation. So they can get a 4-drop next turn by sacrificing the Kiki, but we can kill the Kiki, I suppose. So they won't have the opportunity to do so. But now every little enchantment turns into a pretty potent value thingy for them. Yikes. That's a lot of non-lands. Oh yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Trial of Ambition. Oh, they can sack that. I don't know, get another Cleric. Yep. That is what the Enigmatic Incarnation deck does. Get a Spellbinder. Okay. What you gonna do? Take the Bolas, take the Braid. Okay, you wanna aggro me? You wanna play that game? Yeah, I think it's just gotta be Fable here. I need treasures, I need mana. I need to get going. Night of Autumn destroy the Fable. Yeah. But that means I'm gonna at least get one treasure out of this goblin. Let's attack. They're not blocking. Surprising. Just play a Corpse Appraiser then. Thoughtseize. Ooh, it's a bit painful, I'm not gonna lie. But I could also take the land. The Braid is gonna kill this flyer. I mean, sooner or later I'm gonna need a Thoughtseize likely. But I have 4 mana right now, 5th land in play, attack again, go to 6 mana. Next turn I can Braid and play a 3-drop if I take the land. So I think it's just a reasonable play here to take the land. Pass the turn. Okay. Go to 8. What you gonna do? You have an Omnath in your deck? Archon of Sun's Grace. Omnath. Disdainful Stroke, huh? So if I attack with the Goblin... What am I doing here? I have 6 mana. So I could choose to play around an expensive card with this Disdainful Stroke. And keep up 2 mana and then just Braid this Elite Spellbinder. I could just play Bolas, kill the Omnath, attack the Goblin. Then I have 2 treasures in play. Be able to have the Disdainful Stroke up as well there. I'm gonna lose my Bolas, which is perhaps the card I'm gonna win the game with. So can I allow myself to do that? Tough. Tough, 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 tough. It's a really difficult spot. I don't know. I certainly... 6, kill that. Okay, I think I'm just gonna attack with the goblins, see what they do. They block with Omnath, that's okay. They block with the 2-1, okay. Now I can play Bone Crusher Giant. And pass. Now we have the option to Abrade, or the option to Disdainful Stroke. They gain 4. Okay. Gonna destroy that. Get more force. Shielded. Oh my gosh, okay. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I think my turn is just Nicol Bolas. Destroy the Shielded here. What's a little troublesome is that they have enough treasures now to cast this Agent of Treachery. So I gotta be real careful. They can steal my Bolas technically, but I don't think I have a choice in this situation. Yeah, the best line is to just attack with 1 goblin, I believe. Yeah, opponent sees it. I like this play, and then they can play Agent, steal my Bolas, and start plussing, and they have 2 blockers. And if I get aggressive and try to kill the Bolas again, I am gonna lose in the swing back, because I'm at 6. Sack this blood. Yeah. Needed like a Bone Crusher Giant here, but I used them all up already. 2 damage on the Nicol Bolas would have been good here. Now I can activate Hive of the Eye Tyrant, attack all on Bolas, but then I lose on the swing back. So I guess what I have to do is I just attack with the 4/3 and play 2 Bone Crushers. Hope that's good enough to kill the Bolas next turn. You can just double block with Agent and 2/2. Not good for me. Oh, it doesn't even double block. Okay. I don't think I'm in a position to hold up this Disdainful Stroke. I'll exile a Swamp here.
I outsmarted you eons ago.
Oh, they have Yori in the main deck. Well, I'm not gonna beat that. Flickering Agent, forget about it. GG. Let's move to game 3. Okie dokie. They have a spicy pile of cards here. Maybe I want more Fatal Push. It's all these creatures. Obliterating Bolt is decent against Omnath. I think this is fine though. I mean, I lost this game mostly due to the fact that we made our third land drop on, I don't know, it felt like turn 10? Was maybe turn 6, I didn't keep count, but it was pretty freaking late. And we still were in the game somehow for quite a long time. This is an excellent opener. 4 Spell Pierce, 2 aggressive creatures. Nice, nice, nice. Touch the Spirit Realm. And the Yorion and the Agent. I mean, they have 2 Yorions now. Taking Yorion doesn't really make sense against the other Yorion. Okay, let's just get frisky. Although, I guess one thing to consider is that taking a creature means we enabled our Corpse Appraiser. Which is something, yeah, worthwhile doing. Leyline Binding, costing 2 mana now. They don't have blue mana yet. They will at some point. I'll take the Yorion nonetheless. The Agent is just 7 mana, it's too slow. Gonna Spell Pierce that. I could keep the Spell Pierce for like a Fire Invention, but I really have to pressure them. Otherwise I might give them too many land drops and time to draw into other things. Okay, I'll take that one. Yeah, I can cast it. Don't mind if I do. Okay. They have a Binding the Old Gods. Spicy, that's a really good one actually, huh? But this Bolas is gonna do some work now. +1. Discard a card or sacrifice a permanent. Your choice.
Exchange for eternal servitude.
Discard this Temple Garden, okay. Attack for free. So their best card would be another Binding or, yeah, any of the 2 Bindings. They're both Binding. Binding the Old Gods, Leyline Binding. Let's hope they don't have it. They have a Shielded, okay. And they're 1 mana away from freaking Agent of Treachery now. Oof. Okay, but I kind of have to kill this Shielded, don't I? Now we cycle this Blood. Discarding Mountain. Come on, Nicol Bolas Ravager! Reckoner Bankbuster. Okay. Can still find a Thoughtseize. I already cast 3 of them though. Well, it's fine. We're gonna do this. I'm wondering if I should play this tap. Do I need all the mana next turn? Do I need both these mana? I'm gonna activate Bankbuster and I still have 5. I also have Nicol Bolas. I think I actually should play this tapped. I have the Bolas, likely, and I have this Bankbuster, so I probably need the mana sources more than I need to cycle this right now, because I have Bankbuster anyways to draw me cards. Of course, that's an assessment. I mean, if I just draw a bunch of lands, I'd rather have the Xander's Lounge, but Enigmatic Inclination literally doesn't do nothing. Ooh, they concede. Okay. Wow. That was a heck of a game. Nicol Bolas Dragon God. Yes, 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 yes. Indeed. Very, very powerful, as you just saw. Alright. Match number 2 here. Take a 13. We're on the play. Ooh, slow land start. Not super happy about that, but if I draw a 3rd land, this hand is pretty good. I think I'm gonna risk it, especially if I draw a second land immediately, I'm in a good spot. Even if I don't, I have a lot of cheap cards here. Elvish Mystic. Okay. Well, well, well. Little decision to make. Go with the Forties or go with Bone Crusher and kill this Mystic right away. I think I want to get rid of the Mystic right away. It's just so important against these ramp decks that they don't get their free drop out on turn 2. And then we can go into a Fable on turn 3. And then we can Forties later on, one of their high-end threats. Paradise Druid, okay. Nicol Bolas. Yeah, well, I'll definitely deploy Fable here. Gotta get that one out, so get the mana going. That's the plan. Paradise Druid. Likely playing against Mono Green Devotion here. Wolfula Haven. Yep. Into a Kiara. Pretty good.
Not to brag, but my friend's kind of a big deal.
Okay. I'd love to slam down this Nicol Bolas. But then I would leave them with a lot of mana. They didn't untap this Wolfula Haven, so they don't have like any more elves, any more ramp things. Anything that costs 2 or less, I don't think they have in hand. So they either have lands or they have big stuff. I have Croxa and Forties. Maybe I can really work on their hand here. I mean, they only have 3 cards left. And then I could play these 3 in 1 turn. That seems pretty good, doesn't it? And I'm left with a Bolas for the next turn. I think I like that. Attack the Kiara.
Hey!
Go with Croxa first. Give them the least information about what to discard. Then we Forties. They discard an Old Growth Troll, okay. Oh my gosh. Yeah, that's a good hand, isn't it? I think I have to take the Cavalier. But if I don't take the Cavalier, they're gonna play it, they're gonna draw a card with Kiara immediately. Yeah, no, that's not good. I'll take the Cavalier. And then we can kill the Nissa with the Bolas next turn if we want to. Okay. Nissa hits the battlefield, yes.
Witness the ties that bind us all.
These are the deciding turns, really. Now they also have access to a lot of mana. This makes free. Every forest makes an additional, so the Haven untap makes 3 mana. Then with Nissa they can untap again, get another. Technically they could get up to 6 mana here, so they can cast Storm the Festival if they want to. They seem to be thinking about this Kiara, what to do.
Harness the elements.
Okay. Boseiju, legendary animated tree, why not?
Let's get moving.
Okay, no attacks. No attacks. Yeah, I think this just is a kill the Nissa play here. Make the treasure and destroy the Nissa with the Bolas. I don't see any other way. I have to get rid of this Nissa. It provides so much mana. Yeah. I want to do this. Kill that.
I am in need.
Okay, and pass the turn. And now we have Kiki plus Blood Type Harvester to then just kill creatures on repeat. And we have a Croxa coming back. If they attack my Nicol Bolas here, we just let it go? Or should I block with the Harvester? I mean, letting a Nicol Bolas go. They attack with both their creatures on my Bolas. I think I'm gonna let the Bolas go. And then I will just copy my Harvester, you know. Have the Croxa later in the game. Like, I'm gonna be okay. I don't need the Bolas to win this one. I think. Let's see. Khan. They can get Needle now to name the Bolas. What are you doing? 15 choices likely. The Mono Green Devotion deck is not just a simple ramp deck. It really isn't. If you play it yourself, you'll figure out that it is quite complicated. But they don't have Pithing Needle, they have Social Spyglass. Now they just give up. Yeah, I mean, they're in a losing position, to be fair. But obviously, it hurts to pay an extra mana there and lose your blocker as well. So the Needle would have been a little better. Anyhow, okay. Sweet. We got the first game against Mono Green. That's big. That is big. So in this matchup, I usually board out Graveyard Trespasser when I'm playing the Rakdos midrange side. With Grixis, yeah, you can just do a similar thing. You can get rid of the Corpse Appraiser. It is pretty decent, but what you really have to do in this matchup, this is just everything has to either kill a creature or then later on win the game kind of thing. And a middling card that doesn't do either of them is not going to get you far. So, for example, Croxa interacts with their hand, also wins the game late game. Nicol Bolas, they win the game. All the cheap spells, they interact with them, they stop them from producing mana, producing the things they need to win their game. Corpse Appraiser is also a free drop, which means it's an odd creature. And Extinction Event is most likely going to be an odd, because the Mono Green deck has odd elves, odd troll on free, and odd Cavalier of Thorns. So Extinction Event usually does that. So we want to have this. Then we want to have the Stroke. And now we can cut something like a Blood Type Harvester, or, yeah, I mean, at this point, I guess we have only good cards left in our deck. Obliterating Bolt, Hardest Act, they're all pretty decent. Hardest Act is not the best necessarily. It does kill big creatures, yes, but we have Extinction Event and we have Bolas for something like Cavalier of Thorns, and we have Fatal Push for all the smaller stuff. And yeah, Extinction Event is just a better way to get rid of those. So Hardest Act is not optimal. So I can see a Disdainful Stroke there. Could also be a little sneaky and play a Spell Pierce and really get him. Counter a Woeful Haven on the draw. Something like that. You know what? I think I actually changed my mind. The problematic things are Kiora and Khan, and on the draw it's even more difficult to keep up the Disdainful Stroke. So I'm gonna go with Spell Pierce here to sneak that little counter. I can sneak that maybe in while they try to deploy something big. Oh, this hand is tough. This hand is tough. I'm looking at 5 lands, a Kalitas and a Nicol Bolas. Yeah, I can't do this. There's just no early interaction. Opponent kept a 7. Can't do, won't do. This hand is much better though. Just missing that 1 mana card. I'd love to have Fatal Push. Oh, they don't have an elf. That's good news. Well, then I just go for Blood Crypt tapped. Likely means that they have either Druid or Woeful Haven. They have the Haven. Sure. Blood Type Harvester it is. Now, what do you got? Kiora, making some mana.
Dragons, leviathans, octopuses, serpents. I love to make a splash.
Okay. There's a Fatal Push. Paradise Druze unfortunately has Hexproof, so I can't interact with it right now. They want to trade, huh? I'll just play Fable. Woeful Haven and Kiara is just such a nice little combo. Kiara really does a lot for this deck. Untapping Nyctos, untapping the Haven land, drawing you so many cards in the late game with all the 4-power creatures.
The ocean surges, life thrives.
And
I protect that which cannot protect itself.
will they untap that Haven? That Haven land? And cast, I don't know, Wardrobe, I guess? Well, my Fatal Push would be a 3-for-1 if they do that. It's a pretty risky line. But they seem to be thinking about something. Nah, no risk, no fun. Okay. Bone Crusher Giant. Ooh. I can actually get rid of the Nissa here. Right, I can push this land, attack the Nissa, and then Bone Crusher the Nissa. Otherwise, I could just play Blood Type Harvester. I have 2 cards left. They have, with the Kiara, they have a lot of mana, so they can cast another big thing. They have 6, 7 mana with Kiara. What if I let the Nissa survive? I just want to think this all through before making my discarding decision here. Letting the Nissa survive will also result in a lot of mana. And my other play is essentially Blood Type and then just pass with a Bone Crusher up. They will make another forest into a creature. I can kill that forest, I guess, and then start hitting the Nissa. I do think I just like this play of getting rid of this Nissa right now. It's just the safest. And I could have discarded Blood Type Harvester there. I don't need it technically, at least in this turn. But with the Fable coming, I think I want to keep the Harvester around as a, you know, minigun to kill all the opposing creatures in conjunction with the copy ability. Count down to 2 lands. An Old Growth Troll is not bad. Yep. Khan. Thought so. That's what they were thinking about, likely, right? They wanted to untap the land, the Woeful Haven, to then play either Khan or Old Growth Troll. Yeah, makes sense. Darksteel Citadel. Wants more mana. I think I just play Bone Crusher. I could also attack the Goblin, play Harvester and Bone Crusher in the same turn. It's more mana efficient, but I lose my Goblin. Yeah, this game is slowly slipping away. Opponent has up to 8 mana this turn, and they have a Khan active.
I am not frightened by you.
Yeah. I was like 1 turn behind here. If I could have gotten onto the board easier. Cityscape leveler. Yeah. It's a big one.
Let's get moving.
Probably gonna kill my Kiki. Can't sacrifice blood or activate Power Stone because Khan stops those from being activated. Yeah, I think I can concede this one. Just one step ahead of me, but that's mono green. It's a fast stack. What can you do? Let's play like this. I think Spell Pierce is more important than Disdainful Stroke in this matchup. Because the big creatures, like Cavalier of Thorns, you can exile with Extinction Event or Destroy. Definitely a mulligan. But Spell Pierce, all the Planeswalker and the non-creature stuff, like Storm the Festival, that's where it's at. So I want to have an answer for those cards. And Spell Pierce is just sneaky, it's cheap, so they're not gonna play around that. They don't expect it, I'm sure. So we can maybe get him. Alright. The usual, kill the elf when you see it. Bolt the bird. Has all this time, that phrase. Go for the Haven. Fable out. What do I discard? I need the Bone Crusher here. The Blood type is a question mark. I think I need Kalitas to win this game. Thoughtseize, I mean, they have 5 cards in hand, so even if I Thoughtseize one of them, they probably have more. They missed a land drop too. So their hand is loaded. I think Thoughtseize at this point is not going to do a whole lot for me. Because if the hand is loaded, it doesn't matter if I take one card or, you know. I can kill the troll. The way I'm going to do this, I think, like untap land, push would have been the nuts. Then we could have played Kalitas attack, push, exile the troll. I will just play Bone Crusher, tap land, pass. The next turn do exactly what I just described. Kalitas attack, push. Another Woodgrowth Troll. And an elf. Okay. Good turn by the opponent. And a Thoughtseize on my side. Yeah, I think this is just best. Attack with both. Let him block, then push post blocks. They just want to block that, okay. Okay, and next turn we have Blood type Harvester with Kiki and Kalitas in play. So, it's a pretty good engine, if you ask me. Khan. Yeah, that's fine. That's totally fine here. Darksteel Citadel, yup. How about we start with Thoughtseize? Okay. I don't care about an Arcan. I think I care about a Storm. They have 2, 4, 5, 6 mana. I see. But at this point, if they draw a land, they have Storm available to them. So I think killing the elf doesn't make that much sense. I'm just going to kill the troll, get rid of that thing. My board position is so good right now that even if they, you know, have a good storm, I might be able to just beat it. Okay, so we want to attack with this and that here, these two face. Yeah. So we guarantee that Khan goes to 1 loyalty or dies. We hit them for 7. Perfect. I'll just play the land here. I have man lands and stuff. Yeah, they're 9 life. Like, even if they have the greatest storm the festival ever, my board is so huge, they're gonna die next turn. Yeah, thought so. Ta-da! Grixis Bolas taking down one of the best decks in the format. Okay, Zamo's Nightmare. We're on the play. 5 lands, Fable, Bone Crusher. I have all my mana. Yeah, I have a Den of the Bugbear. I can definitely keep that. No companion, the opposing side. Temple Garden. This might be Angels. Oh, a Giada. Oof. I was hoping to see you and not the Bishop of Wings. I hate that card. Oh yes, Bolas in the house. On turn 4 here. Oh baby. Let's go. A Skyclave. Sure. That's okay. As long as I have my mana, I'm happy. Okay, what to do here? Should play Nicol B, kill the Skyclave? Yeah, I think that's the best play. We have the Nicol Bolas out. We have a hardest act for the next creature they play. And we have 5 power on the board to pressure their life total. We're attacking on all angles here. Card advantage, board, even better hand coming up. Collect a company, yeah, sure, okay. It's a good start. Up to 24, huh? Let's plus the Bolas. Oh, card leaders, okay. Well, you don't say. You don't say. Well, let's get frisky then. Kill this Valkyrie 4 blocks. Ay, what a phenomenal draw here. What a phenomenal draw. So what did they exile? They exiled the youthful Valkyrie of the Nicol Bolas. Okay. Man, this deck is firing on all cylinders now. Alright. Thoughtseize. Let's plus the Bolas. First things first. The Bolas. Sure. Let's see what you have going on over there. The reconstruction. Take that. Then we'll play second Bolas, kill the angel. Attack for everybody. Sounds good. Oh gosh. I like that my opponent's still fighting, honestly. I gotta respect that. So now swinging with all the 2/2s for a result in double blocks happening. I guess that's fine. I'll steal them. If they want to double block a zombie or a goblin, it's fine. Yeah, they just do this. Okay. It takes 7. We'll play Harvester, we'll play Fable. And we'll play Bone Crusher. Your turn. Ay. Okay, angels it is. Angels. I want all the removal I can get. Croxa is not that good here. I like Extinction Event, Rending Volley. Those are the big ones. Braid can kill some angels. Giada, Valkyrie on turn 2, and Resplendent. But also a lot of creatures have 4 toughness. Braid is decent, let's say. It's fine. The Blood type Harvester is not that good, I think. Same with Bone Crusher, because they might have creatures with 3 toughness, but they don't have a lot of creatures with 2 toughness. They only have Giada and Skyclave, so it's getting lesser and lesser, and we already have Storm for those. So I'm not the biggest fan of Blood type in this matchup. Nicol Bolas the Ravager, huh? It blocks in the air. Makes him discard a card. Seems fine. I like most of my cards, honestly. I think I like the Praiser, but I don't need it, perhaps. I need to have some sort of card advantage. With the Planeswalkers, I'm already covered in that regard. And against Angels, you really just all interaction you can get your hands on. That's all you want. And Thoughtseize to take away their company, their reconstruction, and their Shaper's Sanctuary. Those are troublesome. This seems decent. Kalitas did a lot of work for us in the last game. To be fair, Kalitas not at its best here, the more I think about it. Because it's kind of slow on the draw, first of all. And exiling isn't that important. And making zombies isn't that important. What's important against the Angels deck is to kill the important Angels. Keep the engine from going off. And Kalitas is not a card, like against mono green, it's important, it exiles important things. And then takes over a little bit the game. But in this matchup, you cannot take over Kalitas. As long as the Angels survive, they go to 40 life, have a huge army, start making more Angels, and go crazy. Triple Fatal Push. I mean, Triple Fatal Push is... I don't think it's good enough. Like, I can kill their 2-drop, but then I have to hope that they have more 2-drops in hand. Don't have an answer for their 3-drop. I don't like this. Yeah, this I can work with. I have a Thoughtseize, I have Bolas, and I have a Sweeper. So I can take the even creature, for example, with this Thoughtseize. Let's see what they have. And then wipe away the odd ones. Raidane. Oh my god, that Raidane is really good against my hand, isn't it? On the other hand, I really want to take this Youthful Valkyrie because it's the 2-drop. But I kind of have to take the Raidane. Yeah. Okay, hoping to find a removal. Fatal Push I would take. Anything really. Thoughtseize number 2, okay. Destroy Evil and a Nykthos. Okay. It's just one angel. It's another Valkyrie, okay. Take 6, I go to 8. I have a push now. But I just event on even, and then I play Bolas, kill the angel next turn. That's the plan. Okay. Them missing here is huge. That's really what we need to happen. Now we can take over with the Bolas. Boom. And we have a Takenuma to get the Bolas back if we need to. They have company? That was Seiju. Okay, let's float a mana. Guess I'll take another blue. Not a Fatal Push. I wonder if I should just throw this Takenuma out there. And hope to find a creature. I think I'll try. I did find a Bone Crusher, nice. And the crazy thing is the Nicol Bolas really trims them down here, because now I make... Okay, yeah, but now I forced them to play company this turn, because... Oh, that's unlucky. I actually didn't have an answer for the ancient. I couldn't kill it. Which is kind of funny. I mean, not yet. We still draw a card. Yeah, but it's just like trimming down the lands, making it impossible for my opponent to ever come back from this game. Because their Haymaker cards, which Angels now has with Company and Kayla's Reconstruction, they can't cast them anymore. Alright, that is it. I'm gonna wrap this one up. Was it fun? Did you enjoy this? Let me know in the comments. Leave a like if you haven't yet. And yeah, Grixis Bolas. You want to get into Explorer, have some fun, and be competitive at the same time, Grixis Bolas might just be the deck for you. Alright guys, that's gonna be it for me. Looking forward to read your comments and see how you interact with this one. Thank you so much for watching, and hopefully see you soon. Bye bye.